And okay, we're live. I did 3 test runs with OBS today. You know what I learned? I learned that my
Absolutely nothing.
computer, no, I learned a lot. But I did learn, among a lot of different things, that my computer is shit. And I have to wait till the 24th when I can upgrade. But that being said, I do want to give you guys something. Here's a real stream. Quinn, tell me why fucking aliens are real. No, wait, no. It's
Time
time
travel.
travel this time. It's
Yep.
time travel. Tell me how the Mandela effect is created by time travel and people left the fourth dimension to come fuck with the Berenstein Bears. And it is Berenstein. Fuck
Oh,
off. It's
I don't
Berenstein.
agree with you there, mate.
Are we talking about children's stories now?
Time travel. Yes. Yes. Oh, I do. Right. First off, mate, the thing with time travel, how your stream a couple of nights ago was discussing time travel, and they're saying there's no way you can be able to go back in time, but there's no reason why you can't go forward. I'm actually of the exact opposite belief, for one simple reason. If we were capable of going forward and getting new tech by, well, let's be honest, stealing it from our future selves and whatnot, don't you think we would have actually done that? And if we had, do you not think that the people, for want of a better, in charge of time travel would have actually already sent someone back and stopped us from getting it? Quite simply because, well, humans can't be trusted with such high-tech toys like that. Your opinion?
Well, my opinion is first off, this no, they didn't pay me. It is good. Anyway, my other thought is okay. I agree with you there, but here's the thing, man. If you can go back into the past, wouldn't you be crossing dimensions? That's what we kept ending up at. And if you saw the end of that, which I saw you in the chat towards the end,
Yep.
that's really what we kept ending up at is it's a multiverse and you're going to end up crossing timelines, not real space time. You know what I mean?
Funnily enough, I completely agree with you there. That's why I'm iffy about the whole time travel thing. Dimension travel, I'm actually a lot more comfortable with believing is likely. But time travel, no, because let's be honest, people make the joke of if I had a time machine, I'd go back and kill Hitler. Except we all know that no one has, which means we don't have time travel, at very minimum, as of yet. Which means if the future is visitable, do excuse me for my speaking, I'm a little bit mumble tongued today. If time travel is possible, they would have also have done it, and again, they haven't. So therefore, either one, there is no time travel, or two, if there is time travel, someone will have come back and stopped us from doing that thing.
No, or there's option C, where Hitler was evil, he was a piece of shit, but the fact that his scientists, you know, expanded the rocket program by 30 years in a fucking 5 or 6 year period, and then got Operation Paperclipped over to the United States and the Soviet Union, respectively.
Yep.
Maybe that had something to do with the timeline and how we got time travel to begin with. Therefore, maybe Hitler wasn't the prime target for any of it. And that still doesn't change. If we progress on a linear timeline, right?
Yep.
And we get a DeLorean. All right.
Hmm.
We have the DeLorean in 2085. Bam. We have time travel. It doesn't necessarily mean we're going backwards in our timeline. I mean, string theory and the multiverse theory both explain that there's many different dimensions, many different outcomes that there are to be had. So you're not necessarily changing something in your own timeline. And that's where we kept getting bogged down on Friday. That's really where we hit, the limit of our understanding as a group. If you have some way to expand upon that, Sherardi or Jensen, then go ahead. But that's where we bogged down.
Well, in my opinion, I actually don't think I'm not saying time travel is impossible, but I just don't think we're going to get it. Purely because some genius is going to go back, do something, and screw up everything. Which means a later time traveler is more likely to have gone back and stopped said idiot from going back and doing it. So, do we have time travel? I doubt it. I'm more in the belief of the dimension travel. What do you think, Sharati?
Oh, if you want to think about it, everybody's a time traveler. It's just we all age whilst doing it.
True. I mean, I was in the stream long enough to see how people were saying about putting themselves into suspended animation and time traveling that way. That's not time traveling, that's just stopping time from affecting you at the moment. So, it's not time travel per se.
Here's this guy.
Yeah.
And there's lots of people that have looked into this Mandela effect and the physics behind it. But as of yet, I'm still weary. I mean, yes, I love Back to the Future, the theory behind the possibility, I guess.
We all are
It's
human nature.
just, yes, it's just, I'm very weary of the possibility of it potentially happening. Because if you do say, as you have given an example, go back and kill Hitler, what would that do to our history?
Well, we would have never reached the moon. That's for darn sure. And, well, some people say we never did. I mean, we can get into that if you guys want. Like I said, I got about an hour in me. So, I mean, we can go all over the place. But,
What other
the
things
thing is,
would, sorry for stepping on your toes there, but what other scientists would we have gotten because of Mengele destroying them?
Well, in all fairness, if Hitler was erased, as we're going to put it, let's be honest, so much would have changed in the timeline that we know, or possibly the dimension we know, to bring it back to the dimension concept. We literally would not be able to be having this conversation, which in itself kind of, sort of, vaguely proves that such things haven't happened. Otherwise, we literally wouldn't be able to discuss the concept of going back and killing Hitler because, well, someone would have already done it. So we wouldn't even be at the point of thinking, who the hell's Adolf Hitler? Because, at the end of the day, if you'd gone back and killed him, we wouldn't even know the goddamn name, would we?
Not necessarily.
well, that's the thing with the multiverse theory is I walk out my door, I take a left, I walk straight, take a right, cross the street, check my mail. In another universe, I walked out my door and took a right and headed down the street and got hit by a semi truck. That happened simultaneously as I checked the mail. I mean, the multiverse theory is really complex and very convoluted. But the thing is, it still remains that every outcome that can happen has happened. That is the
See,
basic premise.
you
So,
just sort of made my point, only I was going to do it with a superhero. In the Scarlet Witch comics, she can move her body from parallel dimension to parallel dimension to avoid getting attacked. But in one of those dimensions, she always gets the attack.
Yeah, no disagreement there. Oh, and going back to the traveling to the moon thing. Here we go with the tinfoil hats. Right. Okay. First of all, I do think we've gone to the moon. I just don't think we went to the moon when they said we did. You understand the difference?
No, I believe I do understand the difference. Yes, I believe we went when they said we did, and I believe that the astronauts themselves, who said they saw some crazy shit, saw some crazy shit. Like that's where I diverge from the official story, where they just edit that out and act like they never saw anything. Yeah, they saw UFOs. They saw some weird shit.
Have you seen the video on YouTube where they reckon that there's been some communications between the first astronauts that were erased from normal people knowing? And apparently, I think it was John Glenn turned around and said, "Oh my God, can you see that? They're here. They're already here."
Yeah.
Oh, you've seen that one?
Yeah. No, I did. And then he said a code word, which then they switched the transmission and went to a private channel. Yeah, I did see that.
Kind of makes you wonder what they saw. I mean, let's be honest.
What did they see? They saw a colony on the dark side of the moon. I mean, what else did they see? They're here. And then you look at the maps of Mars and you see fucking monoliths like in Egypt. You see a fucking straight up, not a pyramid, but not only a pyramid, but an obelisk. I mean, is that your mind playing tricks on you, like Mole would say? He's my good buddy. But no, sir. I'm not seeing imaginary pyramids. I'm not seeing imaginary obelisks. All right.
Well, if we're going to talk pyramids, shall we discuss the pyramid down in the Antarctic? I'm assuming you know about that one, yes?
Yes, I know about that one as well. Yeah. It's just though when you're talking about the moon and with those transcripts that are edited out and all blanked out, that's pretty interesting, is it not?
Oh, yes. Simply put, we do not know half of hell. We don't even know 1% of what's really going on. All these people that keep using the word, but we have proof. No, we don't. We merely have theory that seems to lead us towards a proof.
Hello.
Hello.
Morning, Vash.
Morning.
Oh, you got done playing fucking whatever it is already, huh?
Yeah, I was using my god tier Udyr. So we pretty much made quick work.
So what was you playing?
League of Legends. I play it every night. I'm trying to make the community less toxic.
Good luck.
Actually, we do have a pretty decent little community. We battled each other and had a lot of fun.
Good luck to you, man. I mean, if you're doing it.
Vash's streams are pretty cool.
Well, yeah, no, it's just when I'm on there and I'm not playing the game, I feel kind of like I'm out of place. That's the only weird thing with me.
Like the deal about it is like we like whenever we're playing like beginner stuff, like whenever we're playing bots and we're doing like low elo, we can usually hold a really riveting conversation because like we're not really even having to try. It's just practice on our muscle memory. So whenever we're playing bot games or something like that, or we have server troll on, then we don't really even have to worry about winning.
But here's the weird thing we're talking about tonight. I'm probably gonna go, maybe an hour, hour and a half. I have some apricot ale left over that I can drink, so that's what's going on. But no, okay. So the original astronauts, there was some blacked out text and voice communications about what happened when it went to the dark side of the moon. There's also, what was that, Jensen? They're here or some shit. They're already here. What was that you said?
Basically, there's a video on YouTube that is supposed to be, I think it's John Glenn and Neil Armstrong talking, and they've turned, basically, what I think it was John Glenn has turned around and said, "Oh my God, can you see that? They're here. They're already here." But that has never been revealed to the common man and has been redacted into the middle of stupidity, so no bugger is ever going to hear it. But whether you believe that or not is personal choice.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to think about stuff like that. Like, I believe it's arrogant to believe that we are the only planet that has life. Mainly because we have countless planets among planets among planets among planets. We were able to. I believe that our planet was pretty much just a bunch of rocks that were smashed together and eventually created, by chance, maybe 1 in 2 trillion type of odds. But by chance, we just so happen to have everything at the right place at the right time.
I don't necessarily know if it was by chance. Okay, so when you get into theology and you get into also the Big Bang, don't you think one thing is very similar? God said, "Let there be light." And then, as the scientists say, there was the Big Bang. Don't you think those are somewhat similar?
They are, but in the fact that there's the paradox of them there being nothing and then there being something. For one, I personally believe that if there was anything that would be related to a god, it would pretty much, for simplicity's sake, it would pretty much be aliens. Interdimensional beings or some sort of thing that science can't really predict. But I personally do not believe that there's a creator. Otherwise, there's a long chain of creators upon creators. And then in that case, we might as well just say that the Sumerian texts are correct in that regard.
To be honest, who knows if, they may be. That's the whole point of it. It's the great thing of, we don't know.
Yeah, that's the reason why. Like, whenever I'm saying this type of stuff, I have to specify that while I'm very, very skeptical of it, I can still see or think about the possibilities of something like that occurring. Like, if there was, then it would probably be that for one, the monotheistic religions would be out, period. Yeah. Because that would mean that there would just be a single creator. This creator would have for one, being omnipotent, omnipresent, and all three of those is a paradox in and of itself. So we can rule the monotheistic gods out.
For evil.
I never made that argument. My argument was God said, "Let there be light," and the Big Bang made light. That's my only argument. So the origin story itself can come from something scientific, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, the similarities, like the way Christian Science is, I believe. I think.
Knowledge.
Well,
minimum.
I'm not sure about that. Christian Science, they don't even allow their kids to have blood transfusions. They're a little out there. But
I might need to
all
ask
of
that
them.
about. I might need to ask that to Trez. She's a Christian Scientist.
Well, here's a little concept for you. We're sitting there saying about the gods and the creators and that lot. I'm not trying to suggest any sort of flat earth bollocks, okay? So get that out of your head straight away. But we're giving the term God to a greater being. And let's assume that all life, in its own way, is intelligent. You take a drop of water, it has life in it. This life somehow manages to come together and cobble enough intelligence to realize that there's a greater outer being. What if said greater outer being is nothing more than a scientist who's literally looking in at this one single drop of water? We're calling it God, and at the end of the day, said scientist is probably calling something else the God. It gets to the point of where do you stop becoming something as a God? After
I
all,
believe. I believe that God is simply a title that we give to something that is significantly higher than us on the food chain, and
I want to know. Oh, sorry.
and if like I usually say in the pagan gatherings I go to, if I were to go, the reason, and it's all because people are like, well, pagans can't be modern. Yes, they can. We're just using the same tools as you know, we're just modernizing it. And the thing about that is I personally do it because I like to do meditations and, you know, stuff like that, because, you know, it helps me with my anger and anxiety and stuff.
well, here's where I hit you back. Okay, first off, I want to go to the chat. Jacob, dude, you were there for all the test streams earlier. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming for the real stream. Yes, it's a real stream. But no, Vosh, here's where I have to hit you back. Modern paganism is paganism. There's no such thing as modern paganism. It was created in the 70s by a British man, and it's really a whitewashing of all real pagan beliefs. Wicca is really just a watered down paganism. And so yes,
I can tell you the origins of Wicca, and
I can too. I can give you exact man's name if you want me to in 30 seconds.
Oh, Uncle Gardner, Gerald Gardner.
The British man I'm talking about that watered down paganism into Wicca, yeah, that'd be him.
The Gardnerian principle, and then there was Charles Buckland who decided to bring it into America.
Yes. I know. I know a little bit about the occult. I read tarot cards, and I really enjoy the occult. It's just Wicca is a watered down paganism. Aleister Crowley would be rolling in his grave with it.
Well, I mean, Crowley was more of Hermeticism. And
Crowley was very diverse, sir. Crowley was all over the place. Let's be real on that.
He was more of the pappy of Hermeticism, and
no, he was
Thelema.
more into the sex magic. Well, Thelema he made up, he created, or if you believe, he was possessed by Lucifer, the real god, as he saw him, and created Thelema through the prophetic vision. He created it in 48 hours. How long did it take the New Testament to be written? I mean, 48 hours has to be a record.
I mean, the other thing about Crowley is the fact that he kind of made a the reason why he was dubbed the wickedest man in the world is because, well, not only just not only pissing on his students, which did
No,
happen.
a man died. A man died after a sex act where they had to drink the goat's blood, and then they shut the whole place down in Italy. I like I said, I actually know a lot about this.
Yeah.
Like,
He was something else. I still find it hilarious as to pee or not to pee little sermon that he did. I think that was cynical as fuck, but
I think just don't drink goat's blood during sex and you're good. I mean that's a little weird.
Mad.
Just throwing that out there.
Mad.
Yeah.
How did we go from time travel to paramecium and water to drinking goat's blood during sex?
Well, we hit Thelema. Once we hit Thelema, all bets are off.
Oh yeah, yeah. Individual liberty only lasts so long, though.
Well, what is the Oh, god damn it! I know the quote. No,
do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law. Love under will. 93.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I know. I've been studying paganism for, let's see here. I'm 26 now. About 13 years.
Cool.
Well, I own the Book of the Law, and sometimes I'll be weird and I'll just throw it on audiobook on YouTube and go to bed. That I know that's weird. Like you got Aleister Crowley in the background as you go to sleep.
That's not weird.
That's the mind control shit.
I've done shit like that, so it's not really as weird as you might think.
I listen to Medicare when I go to sleep.
I mean, if you think about it, it would be kind of creepy.
Might be worse.
I mean, that's just like whenever I told this one person, I was like, because they were on my brother's stream, I messaged them. I was like, I'm watching you. And they were like, that's creepy. I'm like, okay, so technically it's creepy for anybody to watch anybody on YouTube. She was like, well, you have a point. I'm like, exactly.
Okay, all right. So we got more from the chat. So Jacob, dude, you're blowing up the chat. Thank you very much. Don't stop. You just said, isn't paganism mostly a blanket term for more smaller, non-mainstream religious beliefs?
It has become, yes.
Are you sure?
Well,
I believe cult is the proper term for that. Paganism is a belief that predates even Judaism. So, I mean, it's hard to put paganism in the same class as cultism, in my opinion, because you have to give it a higher place because of its age, at least. I mean, it predates all modern religions, including Buddhism. I mean, what are you going to do there? I mean, come on.
Scientology is a cult.
I'm just picturing some black dude meditating.
Buddhism. Buddhism. Fuck you.
Make that ass clap.
You had to. No, everybody else was gonna let that go. Fuck you.
I had to. Make that ass clap.
God damn it.
Cult of the ass. There you go. That's the name of your religion.
The high priest of the Church of Ass.
Okay,
did you
fair
like
enough.
those tweets that I sent you earlier?
That idiot?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you want to read off what that fucking idiot said about libertarians? Yeah, I would love to get the panel's thoughts on that, why I grabbed my last apricot ale. So
just a moment. All right. The first one. Conservative or libertarianism is conservatism. Not enough coffee for pedophiles, but conservatism is also conservatism for pedophiles, though. Then next, I know what will piss them off. libertarianism was a term coined by socialists and right-wing libertarians.
It's
And
left
are
wing
so
libertarians.
Oh, it says right-wings.
Oh, it does. Okay, sorry.
And right-wing libertarians are so stupid, they can't even come up with their own term for their free market bullshit capitalist dick-sucking ideology.
Hold on. They're the conservatives, so they're more on to Trump, right?
No, these people that are writing that are the liberals, and I would like to know how libertarianism equates to dick sucking. First
and
off,
pedophilia.
yeah, I wasn't gonna touch that. I was gonna let that one just go because
That's just
really,
stupid.
yeah, really,
doesn't
you dumb
even-
cunts.
That doesn't even need an answer. It's like, okay, you're just going directly to that whenever we're also advocating that, that's just like the people that are like, rape is bad. And we look around and we're like, you don't have any enemies here. Like, you're fucking Don Quixote fighting windmills. What the fuck's going on, man?
Oh, that's the guy that
Like-
I've been trying my damnedest to get to ban me because he's following me on Twitter. I told him to have the most masculine and bikini-clad feminist Freedom Day along
Well,
with a whole
actually,
bunch of Americanized
Said,
stuff.
how about we have him here?
He's not awake
I
right
mean,
now.
if that would, okay.
Well, no, not right now, but I'd have this douchebag on the red eye. Come on
Yeah.
into the lion's den, dude. Have fun.
And you know what?
I-
You know what? We will not gang up on you either.
And he
even
would
play-
tear the living shit out of him.
I'll even play a neutral party and try and make sure that no one just shark attacks you.
We don't have to shark attack. We have MC and Cabbage. I'll just sit back and let the fireworks fly. Like,
Okay, well then it would be 2-on-1. So let's let somebody else like on his side too. So you can bring a friend. Bring one friend.
yes, you get a plus one.
I will DM him right now and ask him if he wants to come on the red eye.
That's
Also,
right. We got a Monday show, and I'd love to have that.
And me,
I'm not going.
Oh,
Go ahead.
and me not being a co-host or anything yet, I can be a neutral party, so I can help. I can help regulate that if this happens.
All right.
Because even though
Well,
I'm friends with them, I can still kind of like help.
Well, no, yeah, actually, we've only talked, for the last week or so. My co-host is 40 ounce, and his damn laptop died. What I really want to do is start a GoFundMe for him and get him a goddamn laptop because, well, I miss my damn co-host.
Hashtag get him a goddamn laptop campaign. I'll tell you what.
Right.
I'll even if they raise the funds, I will build him a computer with the funds
I'm going to guess you're
if
good
he
with-
wants that choice. I'm really good with computers.
Awesome. Just don't try and use technical words with me. I'm not.
Or either that, or I'll have them go on webcam and watch them while I'm like, put this here, put this here.
Well, no, I
We
was
can
telling
make
him
this
about the Alienware. I was telling him about the Alienware I'm looking at. He's like, "Well, I could probably build one for $400 cheaper." I'm like, "Huh."
Well,
You know,
I mean,
that's
I'm using like the Acer Aspire VX. So it's an alright gaming laptop. It's pretty cheap. But well, it's not like cheap, but with computer parts,
All
like
right, how does it? Hang on a second. How does this sound? Since his name says Brady, I said, Brady, would you like to come on the Red Eye with a friend? Check out Mad Dodge Productions on YouTube. would like to speak with you. They want you to bring a friend so you don't feel alienated.
That sounds reasonable, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, no.
He
Well,
can
no,
defend his point.
and I would add, Mad Dodge is at Mad Libertarian 3 on Twitter. That way, he knows I am a libertarian, so he knows what he's stepping into.
Yeah.
Just to be fair.
And if he pussies out, well, then, he's a puss.
Oh, yeah, no. And speaking of pussing out, Sherardi, we got 5 people watching. You never did do a debate. What the fuck, woman? I thought I was going to be watching you debate some black supremacists. What the fuck
I'm not
happened?
the one who pussed out.
That's right.
Yeah,
I screen capped everything.
They ran.
Oh yeah, they ran from me.
I mean, that's got to be embarrassing for them.
Well, that's because you're they know that it's unbalanced because you're white,
Yeah, and at the very end of the 3-day period that I gave them, I said, fine, you forfeit. That means you lost to a woman, and not just any woman, but a white woman. And I said, if you try to change this, like you have changed some of your other comments or deleted them to make me feel or make me look bad, I have screen capped our entire conversation. And I have them all saved. And if you scroll up in your general chat, I have put them in there if you were actually paying attention. And if you don't have them, Jensen has them.
Well, no, I was paying attention. I was doing this on air. That way you could have your piece here. I have an over 1,000 subscriber audience. I figured I'd give you your piece here. They don't have that, do they? How many subscribers does this little bitch have?
I don't know, like 20-something?
20-something. Like, I outgrew 20-something within 2 weeks. Come on now.
I mean, my growth has been slow because the market's oversaturated, but even I'm growing steady.
I just put my first video up, so I got like 5. So I'm not expecting to get very big very fast.
Just give me just a second. Let me help you out with that.
Hell, I've got 8 subscribers and I don't actually have any bloody content.
Yeah, no, and those 8 don't include me because I won't subscribe until you put out a video. Like, sorry, you have to earn that button.
She did put out one video, and it is actually a decent video.
No, I'm talking to Quinn. Quinn's my homie, but you got to put out a video first. Then I'll hit.
I did put out a video. I did put out a video. It was on my epilepsy. And then I put out a poll on Twitter.
I wasn't talking to you, but well, now I did see that poll and stuff, and yeah, I didn't really contribute to it because I don't really know. Oh, bye. Did I really piss her off that bad?
Nah, she's still here. I think it's just the phone.
Oh, okay.
In all fairness, I mean, when I was on Common Sense Guy's stream, I out and out challenged the black supremacists, pointing out that they are total cowards for not getting back. So I'm kind of hoping I'm going to get some abuse from them because, well, that would be funny as hell for me.
It would be a lot more than funny as hell because I also added a touch that he's the king of my slaves, and they don't like the word slave for some reason.
Okay.
I have no idea why they would dislike that.
Just gave you the role there, so make sure to put out some more content and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I'm working on scripts right.
But
that one.
when you're talking about that group of people, which it's not those people, it's not like that. It's that certain group of black supremacists, black separatists, whatever you want to call them. Fucking Oh, I don't want to call him Cisco. Damn it. Okay, Cisco. and, and his group. Then you're looking at people that really don't understand reality at all. And I do still have that video, Jensen, that I was editing the shit out of and having a good time with. It's about halfway done. Should I actually finish that?
Yeah, good. Most definitely. Quite simply.
Always finish your art. Always finish your art. Even if you don't give it to the world, always finish it.
Actually, I completely agree with that part. But to be honest, Mad, yes, put it out there. Quite simply, they were the ones that put out the original challenge to Shirata. They out from it. That is cowardice.
They pissed me off too, because I told them I will pick the moderator and they could pick the topic. They chose 3 topics and wouldn't let me have my freaking moderator, which was Cabbage. And Cabbage can be a little biased at times on certain topics, but he can be non-biased as well, which was why I chose Cabbage.
Well, no, let's be honest. If you would have chosen me, all hell would have broke loose. They've been like Mad Dog Productions. I know that fucking prick. Like, fuck him.
I would volunteer to moderate, but I don't know if I could actually pull back from responding to them. Just some of the stuff they say. I don't like stupid, and these people just strike me as complete stupidity. I think about
I gave you the reason why I didn't choose you.
Yeah, I know why you said not for me. But I think the best comment they've made is that they want to make their little ethno state down in Missouri. I mean, really? Of all the places for them to pick, Missouri? Maybe it's just really, I'm not exactly an expert on the Civil War, but...
Well, no, it wasn't Missouri. It was Mississippi, which is even worse.
Oh,
Mississippi still has the Confederate battle flag in the fucking left corner of their flag. Of their state flag. So yeah, it's not necessarily the best choice for your, ethno state. And when they had me on, I was polite. I was nice. I did argue. They started to call me a white devil and an evil pink, as they like to call us. And I went, you know what? I'll stop you right there. I cut the guy off. It wasn't the Cisco guy. It was the Jay-Z looking motherfucker. I cut Jay-Z off. And I'm like, hey, Jay-Z, I'll make this easy on you. I was born in Shreveport, Louisiana. My family owned a fucking plantation home and a cattle ranch. And my family fought in the Civil War. Now go. And all he could say is, oh, your people own my people. And blah, 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 blah. And I came back with, yes, they did, and I apologize for that. But who sold your people to my people? And he said,
see what these people don't take into account.
No, he paused. But he paused. He said, yes, I have to give you that. Africans sold Africans. And I rested on that as if I won the battle. And then Cabbage joined in. And all hell broke loose.
I'm so shocked. You mean Cabby made the situation worse? Gasp, what a surprise.
Worse? I wouldn't call it worse. More fun, yes. But less simple.
This is why I like Cabby. I love the banter that he brings.
Yeah.
This is why I would never do anything to Cabby, because he makes so many things so much more fun.
Well, here, Mad, I'll give you a little spoiler. I'm not going to go into any details, not to, but do yourself a favour and keep an eye on the Common Sense guy's streams. He's hoping to get some very interesting people on that you may wish to watch. I will put the link in your Discord when he actually does that stream. but he really needs to be there for what he's hoping as his end game. Okay?
Well, no, I think I know what you're talking about, and yeah, I would love to argue with those idiots as well. Both sides of dichotomy, white supremacists, black supremacists, you're all fucking stupid. Okay, what we need is we need people that want to abolish the state, abolish the Federal Reserve. I don't know, put our money back on a real standard. Actually take control of our politics, not fight over who's Catholic and Protestant, white or black, native or fucking Mexican. That's not the fight we need to have.
Religion versus
And it's all
religion.
fucking or ethnicity, race versus race. There. God damn. Apricot Ale is doing a fucking number.
Well, like it or not, we're all Terrans. We're all from the same pox-ridden planet. Get over all these little differences that people seem to have. Otherwise, we are not actually going to be able to go out and do, and I'm going to use the American term, oh crap, what is it? Manifest destiny, where we're going to bugger off into the stars and ruin them. If we can't sort ourselves out on our own planet, what freaking chance have we actually got of spreading out into the stars? And that is the only way humanity is going to survive, in my opinion.
We have none.
I take a different point of view. I believe we have a great chance. The main reason being, we will just jettison people off willy-nilly. That way we make sure we succeed. Some people will die. Some people will make it. That is the natural way of things. Look at the Travel West on the Oregon Trail. Remember playing that game? You died of fucking diphtheria. You're done. Bugger off, bitch.
Mad. Quinn called me the N-word yesterday.
Quinn.
Please give me a cross-reference on that. I don't remember calling you the N-word, especially when you work on the idea. I'm trying to get people to stop using the word nigger and go on to jigaboo.
Hey, it was the picture of me in that dress and my tan lines.
Yes. Yeah, you have far too much tan for me. I mean, hey, I'm a redhead. I actually get to use the term I am white. So screw when they say I'm pink.
Hey, I have natural red highlights. My hair is now going brown and slightly gray in some areas. I'm getting old. Leave me alone. And and it's because I burn and then go light and burn and then go light when I go out and mow the lawn.
Yeah. I just burn, peel, and buffer. So I totally understand.
Well, no, my son Robert, he is a redhead and he won't wear a goddamn shirt outside. He had sunburn blisters. We're like, dude, just stay inside or put a shirt on. And every time he goes outside, he takes that damn shirt off. Like, dude.
I have an acre of lawn that I push mow. So every time I go outside to push mow my lawn, I come inside burnt to a fucking crisp.
Well, I have a solution for that. Buy a real mower.
Oh no, it's better exercise to push mow it.
No, I prefer gas.
My lawnmower is gas. It's not electric.
Oh, okay. I thought when you say push mower, I think the hippie blade mower. All right.
God, no.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
No, I'm not that far in the past. I'm not Britain.
Oi. It's my ass. We actually invented most of the shit you do. So, buffer.
Yeah,
Hey,
but who
you just got
perfected
Rads
it?
installed.
All right, so we got around to the dark side of the moon and all that. What do you
Yep.
guys think about do you believe that is pattern recognition when we see photos of Mars with, I don't know, a fucking obelisk or a goddamn pyramid or, you know, that fucking weird creature behind a fucking boulder? Have you seen that shit, Jensen?
Oh yes, I've seen that one. That one got my attention. Actually, if you
Yeah.
want anything with Mars, how about talking the fact that there's those long straight lines that they're finding? And I will remind you that there is no such thing as a straight line in nature. Okay?
No, exactly. And you look at these pictures, dude. Okay, I get it. Cognitive dissonance, or whatever the fuck they want to call it, when you're looking at something straight down, like the face on Mars, you know, the fucking what looked like, you know, it looked exactly like the goddamn fucking Sphinx. But you know, we're all just stupid and we're seeing a pattern. Okay, NASA, I'm with you. We're dumbasses. But now the dumbasses see a fucking obelisk. Now the dumbasses see a goddamn pyramid. Now the dumbasses see a fucking alien behind a rock from the rover picture. Yeah. Are we still dumbasses? And if we are, is it because we're listening to you? like, I mean, come on.
I agree. You dumbasses because you're listening to them. I mean,
Mad, did you see what Jacob said in the chat?
No, not yet. I was going on that little rant. I'll check it out right now.
I'm going to assume that this Majin Buu thing is something that someone else understands because I have no idea what he's talking
It's
about.
Majin Buu.
Okay, whatever.
Oh,
Naruto thing or whatever.
oh my God! You've never seen Dragon Ball Z
No.
or any
Oh,
Dragon
Dragon Ball
Ball?
Z was awesome.
was very, very past tense.
Excuse me, but that Ultra Kamehameha wave was fucking awesome.
Goku can suck my rebel cock. Like, fuck him.
Actually, you want me to go ahead and spoil the ending? Goku doesn't win.
What?
Yeah.
That's a bunch of horse shit. Now I'm even
No.
more pissed off. No,
Oh.
fuck that. Fuck Dragon Ball Z. See,
But
this is why I hate that
I
anime.
didn't tell you. I
bullshit.
didn't tell you the complete.
Oh,
I didn't tell
I
you the
love
complete.
anime, Mad.
the
It's just a
complete
matter of
twist.
which ones you watch.
The complete
They're all
twist
crap.
is that Goku.
Oh, you can bite me. I'm a giant weeb.
Goku did lose, but Android 17 came up and took out
That
the last
cunt?
guy,
That cunt. No.
and
no,
he
no,
got
that
a
cunt.
he got a wish that he could grant anything could be granted.
Oh, god damn it. Go ahead.
All right, you
Spoiler
want me to
ass.
reveal? You want me to reveal his wish?
Go for it.
Yeah.
I could just keep you in suspense and be like, go watch it, but
I'm not gonna watch that.
that would be such a dick move. But he decides to make the wish that all of the universes that were destroyed before because of that tournament to all of them to return back to where they were. Which is rumored that it brings back the original Super Saiyan, the legendary one, that no one's been able to see, and it shows a little animation of Goku finding and coming across this legendary Super Saiyan because of them reviving all of these universes. It also revived him because of the universe that he was in. And it shows him and Goku, and they kind of spout it out a little bit and they fight a little bit, and then Goku goes Ultra Instinct, and he goes, and the legendary Super Saiyan smiles and he goes, "You're pretty strong." He goes, "Ever see anything like this?" And then the legendary Super Saiyan just laughs and he goes, "I invented it." And like he starts powering up and going after Goku, and that's all you see.
Yeah, another bullshit ending from a bullshit show. But
Well, I mean, I think that's fucking awesome because you never get to see
Lost
that.
had a better ending. Fuck around.
Lost sucked.
Lost was
Whoa.
fucking bad.
Those are fighting words.
Oh
Whoa.
yeah, it was a polar bear in the middle of
Yeah,
the
American versus American. I'd kick your ass, man.
turns out it was a goddamn polar bear season 1. And then the main Shyamalan twist that I predicted from the very fucking beginning. They're all dead. They never
They
escaped
weren't
the
all.
island.
No, that was some bullshit. They weren't all dead. That was some bullshit. I don't know what the writers did. They were all taking acid. Something fucking happened. That's not how it was supposed to be. No fucking way. And how did Star Trek give J.J. Abrams a goddamn job after Lost? I mean, really?
Well, I mean, J.J. Abrams, he's an okay director. What he did in the first few episodes of Lost, it was awesome. But like I said, I kind of predicted that shit would have happened. I was like, they're already dead. And people were like, no, it's not. Shut up. They're all alive. See? And then
they're not dead.
They went over.
They're not dead. And no, they're not dead. And I didn't see the very last episode. So if they are all dead and it was all a stupid fake out, then you're a cunt and the writers are cunts and you should all fucking die.
Oh, you never saw the last Oh my god. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the only episode I never watched.
Oh,
The very last episode. No.
You shouldn't even don't watch it then. Just keep it how it is forever.
Yeah.
Like because
Space, mate.
Yeah. Oh my god. You know what anime I'm pissed off that they didn't continue?
Go on.
Which one?
D. Gray Man. D. Gray Man was getting into some fucking dark shit whenever they were doing their shit. The Millennium Earl was fucking up the like fucking Exorcists. Okay. Does anybody know about this anime?
D. Gray Man, I've seen, but the one that instantly comes to my head when you say it is the Blue Exorcist.
Oh, the Rise, Mighty Mukin.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do like him. My favorite out of all of them would have to be the hammer. Little hammer, big hammer, grow, grow, grow. Just fucking smack them with like, it starts out as a small one, then it just turns into a huge fucking hammer, and they just like end up knocking them, like smashing them between a wall and the hammer.
I'm glad I have lots of legal tobacco for my water pipe.
It's an awesome anime, and you want to know how they ended it?
There's no such thing as an awesome anime. They're all garbage.
I mean,
you have not seen all the different kinds of animes, love.
I've seen anything from tentacle to fucking killing witches,
vampire.
Bullets. I mean,
he thinks that I'm the one who likes the tentacle porn. I'm telling him you like the tentacle porn.
No, I don't like it. That's my whole point. I don't.
Well, I mean, like, there is like generic, like fucking shit that they go by on a formula. I will admit
the Warlock one? What's the Warlock one?
Fairy Tail.
No, the Sultan Warlock. It's old, like 2005, 2006.
That's not old by anime standards.
Oh no, old is like in like the 60s and 70s.
They had anime back then. I feel sorry
Yeah.
for them. I feel sorry for us.
You want to chuckle, Mad? What you should
The
watch
very first anime that actually graced America was Akira, and if you haven't watched that, take about 2 hits of acid and go ahead and watch through that film.
Well, I think I'm a little beyond my acid days. I mean, I've done acid 3 or 4 times. I had fun. I'm 33. I have 6 kids. I'm a little
Oh,
beyond.
okay,
those
well,
days.
go ahead and eat about a handful of shrooms. It'll be good. But no.
Oh,
No,
Cubenzis are so gross tasting, though. God damn it. That's why I moved to acid. Oh,
That's like going like, oh, this weed isn't doing it. That's why I moved to fucking heroin.
no, it was mainly
Son of a bitch.
mushrooms. I don't like mushrooms. They're gross. I
Yeah.
don't even eat them on pizza.
You don't
Matter of
like
fact,
the fungus? Oh
No.
my god, mushrooms
There's
are
a
delicious.
fungus among us.
no, we even put Cubenzis on a pepperoni pizza, right? I tried eating it on pizza. I somehow got 4 pieces down. So, I got my 8th. But the thing was, though, I didn't eat pizza for a year and a half because, no, that was the most disgusting thing I've ever ate, ever. It was gross.
Mhm.
No, thank
I
you.
love mushrooms.
Yuck.
Never
Is it
done
just
shrooms.
like a texture thing?
No, it's the fact that fungus grows in shit and they taste like shit. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's
Yeah.
an easy mathematical equation.
Well,
Oh,
actually,
Shit equals shit.
there's actually now there's people that grow it through spores. It's actually a little bit cleaner now, depending on if you know where your source is coming.
Oh, I think you got me confused. I'm not only talking about hallucinogenics. I'm talking about, the people going out getting Quantuels and all those other shit. That all grows in shit too. I mean, fungus grows in shit. You sick bastards. Like,
You might as well use what was that deal that was a prank that people took seriously? Jankum.
And what is this, Russ English, who don't know?
oh god, you might as well start doing the cat piss thing
Oh,
from
what-
South Park.
What's
and
really
Jacob's
funny
still
is
going on and on about the Dragon Ball.
wait, what?
I said, and Jacob's still going on and on about the Dragon Ball in the chat.
Oh,
really?
yeah. Some people love Dragon Ball Z, and it's all good, Jacob. That's cool. I don't like the anime shit. When I look back at my, childhood and growing up, I watched Tailspin. I watched fucking Chippendale Rescue Rangers. I watched
DuckTales, Darkwing Duck.
DuckTales. Yeah.
Yes, I do understand that the power scaling on there was bullshit, and that's mainly because Krillin is in every goddamn fight, no matter how powerful the enemy is, and he does get bitch slapped, but come on, at that point, like, his face should be fucking caved in. But Dragon Ball Z is my childhood because, I mean, think about it. He's human. Okay, these are people that can fucking hit one side of a planet and blow out the other side. Like, there should be like, I've never understood that. Like, how
Well,
the fuck isn't Krillin just destroyed?
Well, isn't that why Mortal Kombat is a better story?
No.
No. Think about it. Mortal
was fucking
Kombat.
terrible.
I'm not talking about the cartoon. I'm talking about the movie and the game.
And
if you
we
think
don't
about
talk
Mortal-
about the movie.
No, we don't.
No.
Well, the movie was okay. It was better than Street Fighter. Don't get me started on Street
Yeah.
Fighter.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, arguably, on movie terms, if we're talking about the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, then yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
I actually like Jean-Claude Van Damme. He can do the splits better than I used to be able to.
Yeah, but I mean,
Well,
his
that's
main
hot,
deal is that
kinda.
he does a roundhouse kick.
Okay,
Or-
so
Yeah,
Here's
he
the
does the
thing.
roundhouse. Yeah.
here's the thing, though. Dragon Ball Z had the same type of story as Mortal Kombat, right? They're all fighting for, the universe, blah, blah, blah. I don't know how many times I saw fucking Goku die. I don't even care anymore. And that green fucker, Piccolo. Yeah, fuck that green bastard too. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, what do you have against talking shit about me?
Yeah.
Guardian of fucking Earth, all right?
Yeah.
Cut me some fucking slack, jeez.
But the whole storyline for Mortal Kombat, where you had the different dimensions and you had the Earth dimension where they had these
Earth Realm and yeah.
that's a good concept, dude.
Oh
And
yeah,
I
I mean the story for like what you're saying is like the lore. The lore of Mortal
Yes.
Kombat was fucking amazing.
Far superior to Dragon Ball Z, and they're on the same level when you talk about what their stories represent. They're almost the same thing. They are a mirror aspect of each other. One's anime 2. Fuck, Mortal Kombat came from Japan. Who am I kidding here? That was a Nintendo
Actually, no,
construct.
that was an American Nintendo construct, though.
Oh, finally, we got one.
Yeah, like that was American. Like, did you know that Cyrax and Sector? Do you know their original names?
No, I don't.
Ketchup and mustard.
Ha 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 ha. Nice. No,
Well, the new Cybot is just Tobias Boone's name to put backwards. They literally they couldn't think of a name, so they just reversed the letters in his name and made it into one of the characters, which I always thought was quite funny.
By the way, is a fucking badass character too. I found it hilarious that they did fucking mocap. Like that's whenever I felt they were running out of ideas.
well, here we go. Let's give Jacob another word here. He's like, bro, Mortal Kombat has a decent story for what I've seen so far, but that's like comparing apples to oranges. I don't necessarily think so. They're both dimensional type stories. They're both, you got to fight for your realm. You have to fight for your humanity or your what have you. I mean, they're both pretty much the same story.
I would say that would be more comparable to Street Fighter because of how the key and how Ryu turns evil and all this other shit.
I'm sorry, Ryu goes evil?
Yeah.
When the hell did this happen?
When did that happen? I don't remember Ryu going evil. That's my homie. No, that's the only guy I play on Street
He turns
Fighter.
dark. He turns fucking dark, man.
Cool.
He's like,
Of course,
I think
you
it
would
was
find
like
that cool.
it was either that he was being possessed by Akuma, or he got pissed off at Akuma and he became like how Akuma was. But he is one of the most broken characters to play if you're playing evil Ryu.
Well, okay, here's the thing. I gotta fucking really evaluate you on this answer. Quinn, Scorpion or Sub-Zero?
Ooh.
That's my answer.
Which one? Okay, so he's after Scorpion. I'm gonna bring out. Let's see here. I would say Rain or Ermac. If we're gonna say ninjas, I would be with fucking Rain.
No, if you're going Sub-Zero or Scorpion, though, it has to be Sub-Zero. He was the one that was terrorized by Scorpion, right?
But which
That's the
version
origin
of Sub-Zero?
story.
Yep, that's the
Which
point.
Now,
version?
are we talking about Little Brother Sub-Zero or Big Brother Sub-Zero?
That's what I mean.
Oh.
Which version?
What Mortal Kombat was that for the fucking PlayStation 2 where it was the Sub-Zero story and Scorpion killed his parents or whatever? That's the game I'm going off of.
Oh, okay. So you're going off of the platformer that had very, very fucking horrible mechanics. It was still playable. It was still
fun.
playable.
I enjoyed that game.
It was still playable. I'm not going to deny it was still playable. I played it and played through it. But at the same time, it was those mechanics that it was like having a spiky fucking chair. Yeah, once the fucking spikes settle in, then you can really relax in that chair. But
It's
first,
like
you
laying on
gotta
a
have the
bed.
painful fucking spikes being put into your fucking skin.
Yeah, laying on a bed of nails. Once they set in, you're fine. But after that, I can
Yeah.
deal with this.
Just don't have sex on the bed of nails. That would be bad.
Oh god.
It can be done if you do it right.
Now we're just talking about Mortal Kombat shit right there. I mean,
Fatality.
if they're immortal, yeah, fuckality. Like it just ends up like Baraka just like cuts off one of their heads, just starts fucking the throat. Eventually, they're gonna go to that, like probably.
Well,
But they're
yeah.
not
How many
brutal enough, guys?
How many Street Fighters have they put out? Like where they're doing the same platform game all over again? Like
I think I just got the newest one.
I
'Cause
gotta
my kids
say,
love the Street Fighter game.
if we're gonna go into then I'm gonna say Marvel versus Capcom. How about that?
I don't have that one. My husband hates the cartoony.
I like playing Marvel versus Capcom 3. Mainly because yes, there are characters that are so fucking broken that you can't really beat them if the person's using the combos right. But like, it's fun because where else can you have Deadpool saying "your mama" while fucking throwing a roundhouse, other than the comics? Exactly.
Sorry, I wasn't
Well,
paying
no,
attention. I'm trying to figure out what happened to Quinn.
well, no, I like the Capcom versus Marvel or whatever because
Yeah.
I like playing Street Fighter guys. You know, like Ryu or something against fucking whoever on Marvel. Who do they even fucking have? DC has all the good fucking people.
What?
You pit the DC superheroes against the Marvel superheroes, and the Marvel superheroes are going to win hands down. And I love me Batman. He's like my favorite anti-hero ever in like all of the superhero history.
He's technically not an anti-hero.
If you look back in his comic history, he used to kill the bad guys with a gun. He is an anti-hero. But
Yeah, but he doesn't do that anymore, and he's had so many rewrites. He's not an anti-hero.
So has
Deadpool.
every comic.
Deadpool's
so
an
has
anti-hero.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if we're
Disney's
dealing
gonna
Kick-Ass
fuck him
is
up.
better.
if we're
Who?
dealing with an
Kick-Ass is better
anti-hero,
than Deadpool.
Slade can be an anti-hero in some regards.
When he wants to be and doesn't want to be a douche.
Yeah, whenever he. Speaking of Slade, I still wanted to see the ending of Teen Titans. Do you guys know the ending of that? Did you guys read into that story?
No, apparently Quinn's
my-
power went out.
My kids watch Teen Titans, but what's up, Quinn?
Still
It
hear me?
turned. The main
Yeah.
twist, the last twist of the comic is it turns out that Raven was the last person that they had to fight all along.
Oh yeah, she was evil.
Well, she wasn't trying to be.
Yeah, she had the shadow inside of her, and that was causing her to be evil. I knew that right from the get-go.
Yeah, but like at the end of it, like it turned out that the visions that she saw weren't her father, even though it was that was merely a side effect of what she was. She was more powerful than her father, her mom, and in it, like anybody there. She pretty much pulled a phoenix from fucking X-Men.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. If you were to pit Raven's powers against, what the hell is her name? Starfire?
Yeah.
Yeah, Starfire. If you were to put Raven against Starfire, Starfire would beat her ass into the ground if you put their comic book powers together.
It depends. Like, let's say Raven were to attack Robin and just start beating Robin's ass. Starfire would have enough anger in her that she would beat the ever living piss out of Raven. But just going up against her, she would probably more or less try and take the easier routes, trying not to fight Raven. Until
Wait, are we basing this off of the TV show, or are we basing this off of the comic?
both.
Okay, because I'm basing this just off of the comics, because their powers are unmatchable.
Yeah, and I mean, but what I'm saying though is that Starfire's abilities are based on her emotions.
Yes.
So, like, I mean, so are Ravens, but Starfire, if she were to unlock a lot, the only thing that Raven has over Starfire is that going up against Raven, it would be 2 against 1 because she has that shadow. But like I said before, if Starfire got pissed off at Raven beating up on one or two of their crew, or like seriously hurting them, then yeah, she would win. Minus that, I would still say that Raven would probably have the upper hand based
I guess
on
it all
being
depends on
able
the
to
fight.
do illusions and stuff.
I don't know, but when you're looking at like the X-Men and stuff, Gambit I think is pretty over or underrated.
Yes, yes, he is. I fucking love the Cajun.
Yeah, me too. Well, I'm from Louisiana, so of course I like
52
him.
pickup. Mon ami.
Wolverine for life.
No.
How do you think that new movie is going to turn out with Gambit as the lead?
Hopefully they will actually get somebody that knows New Orleans and, really get how Gambit is. I don't want another Deadpool incident.
No, they cannot fuck up the another story.
I don't want
they
another
already
fucking. Listen, directors, actually just get a fan. Get a few of the big time fans of this comic and just listen to them on how that person is.
Agreed.
Or at least listen to the writers on how you should make that character. Please don't kill the character. Like, don't kill how the character is.
Don't
Watch
even
how
listen to
his
the writers
attitudes
anymore.
are.
Not with all the SJW writers, because they've been fucking up the continuity.
What I'm saying is the original writers.
That's true.
The original writers for that character.
Well, no, and they can't do an SJW angle with Gambit. He's kind of he's the raging Cajun.
Well, the
Yes.
thing is he
He's
doesn't
a-
have. He's a wild card.
He's a rebel.
He's not on
He's
either
from
one.
Louisiana.
He's
yeah,
not.
come
He's
on.
not from. He's not on anyone's side. He goes over to. He goes over to the X-Men, yes, but at the same time, whenever he first crossed the X-Men, he went over there to steal from them, and then he got his shit stolen from by the X-Men, which then gained his respect, and then he decided to help them out, and then he went over to Magneto, seeing the island and seeing how everybody was accepting mutants, and he started getting tired of playing police with the X-Men, so he went over to Magneto and helped them out for a little while, and then he went back to Xavier because Xavier told him to come back and talked him back into it, and then he became the member of the X-Men. So
That's what pissed me off about Rogue. Rogue was evil because she was raised by Mystique, and they turned her into a whiny little bitch.
I don't know. The cartoon version of Rogue wasn't that bad. What the fuck happened to Jubilee, though? If we're going to talk about whiny bitches.
Yeah.
What can you do? I can make
Well-
fireworks!
Well, no, the whiny bitch award has to be given to fucking Cyclops after all the movies. I mean, what happened to him? He was the goddamn leader. He was the Leonardo, if I can use a Ninja Turtles reference. I mean, and they fucked him up. He looks like a little bitch compared to fucking Wolverine. Like, and he whooped Wolverine's ass in the comics more times than not. Like,
And
he was
in the
always
cartoons.
whooping his ass.
No, they were a fair fight. Like, that was a fair shake on both sides whenever they were fighting each other.
But it wasn't in the movies. They gave Wolverine all the press. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because they knew where their fandom. They knew Wolverine would make money.
Yeah.
They didn't much
Oh,
look into Cyclops.
In all fairness,
Oh, but Cyclops was a shit in the comics. And go ahead, Quinn.
as far as I'm concerned, they actually missed out when it came with Cyclops. They should have had Havoc with him. I mean, assuming that you've read the comic books back in the day, all those two had to do is shoot each other a few times and then shoot something, and that was it. It was freaking gone. They powered each other up.
Yeah.
Finally, a topic you can talk about because it's not DC, Quinn.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm not exactly a DC fan, to put it bluntly.
Or
Def-
whenever Cyclops had his shit amped up all the way and like used his like he basically just took off that visor.
Yeah, and he'd wipe shit out. Like, you
Yeah.
know?
Entire
Worse than
fucking building
Superman.
would be gone. I was like, what if that hits another planet? Wouldn't that fucking fuck up the whole entire solar system? Like,
Just a little bit.
Well, no, I always identified with Gambit because he was from Louisiana, and I always liked that. You know what I mean?
I always just fucking loved Gambit as his character. I mean, the dude can
Yeah.
just supercharge anything.
But I always saw reading the comics that fucking Cyclops was really the leader of the X-Men. And he always was. And he would get in fights with Wolverine over what bitch was that? Was it Storm or was
Jean
it
Grey.
Jean Grey,
Jean Grey? God damn those two.
who just
And
so
their
happened
fucking hormones.
to be the last villain in the actual story arc, the original story arc.
Are you serious? I never read that. She was the. Oh, that's fucked.
She
All that drama.
she succumbs to Phoenix, her mom, and becomes the Phoenix, and fights and kills off Xavier, and starts fighting the rest of the X-Men.
Well, she's
You
strong
can't
as hell to
kill
begin with.
No, you can't kill Jean-Luc Picard. That's not okay.
You can't think of him as Jean-Luc Picard in the comics.
I have to. Sorry.
In all fairness, I think they should make a film with Longshot in it. I think it'd be hilarious as hell. I mean, let's be honest, they managed to make Domino actually halfway decent
Hey, Domino is awesome.
in comparison to Longshot. She's incompetent. Let's get blunt here.
All right, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, all right, I will admit there's no flashy, like, blasts and whatnot coming off of him, but how the hell are you supposed to beat somebody that the entire universe is on his side at the end of the day? It will adjust reality, so no matter what you do, you balls up and shoot yourself or whatever. How the hell are you supposed to beat that guy?
Be unpredictable.
But even then, luck just goes his way. What can I say? You sneak up behind him, you've got this perfect blow, you stab him, the knife accidentally bounces off of his clothes and stabs you in the heart and you die. Isn't that unlucky for you?
Oh God.
Yeah, but they had to throw Domino in. They had to.
Longshot would have been better.
It
Sorry.
doesn't coincide with Deadpool.
How many other wait. Yeah, they Domino and Deadpool, yeah. That is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Duh.
I think in the game she's like a villain, isn't she?
Yeah, most of his girlfriends are either
He
evil
always likes
or
the
about
bad
to
girls.
become evil. I mean, he even had a thing with Death.
Yeah, Death, Thanos, and Deadpool.
Well, that's a threesome you just don't even want to think about, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
Thanos had him cursed so he would not be able to get to Death.
Well,
Is-
he had him cursed with immortality, and then he got pissed off because Deadpool was immortal, and he couldn't die, and he was annoying him even more. And so then he said he didn't grant the immortality, and he still got pissed off because he still couldn't kill him. So Deadpool is a walking fucking cancer cell.
Well, okay. So first off, are you sure they didn't buy that plot from Supernatural on fucking the CMT?
Well,
And-
this was before that. Actually,
And second, really, is it the death from Family Guy? So is it fucking Adam Carolla that's in the threesome? I'm just wondering.
If we're going to be talking about death, we should talk about Terry Pratchett's death. Now, that is a death that's well worth getting to know.
Oh, God. Terry Pratchett, tell you what, that Color of Magic movie was pretty brilliant. I really want to read that book now. And that whole series.
And don't forget that Color of Magic is actually only part one of it, because you have to
Yes, I said the whole series, love.
Oh, good. And yes, you should. That is an amazing series of books. Really funny, really dark, and really light at exactly the same bloody time, just to confuse people.
I
Very
feel
good.
so bad for that poor sorcerer.
Yes, very good books, and I would strongly advise people give them a look if they've got nothing better to do for an afternoon.
are they on Audible?
Yes. In fact, if you go onto YouTube and type in The Color of Magic, you can actually watch the film version of the first book. It's got David Jason from Only Fools and Horses in it, so I don't know if you know him, but very
When I went onto Audible, I looked up The Color of Magic and could not find it. So they may have removed it.
Oh, that'd be a shame. Did you try both the American and the English spelling, just in case?
Yes, I did.
Okay, just checking, because, So I've noticed whenever I type in color into Discord, it says that I'm spelling it wrong, even though, well, you know, I'm English. We created the fucking language. Of course, I'm spelling it correctly.
No, you're spelling it wrong. Hip
Shit.
hip, cheerio.
It's like you trying to tell me that I'm spelling aluminum wrong or saying aluminum wrong when we just took out the fucking I.
Yeah, it's not aluminium. It's aluminum.
Aluminium.
Bloody
Aluminium. Aluminium.
The only time we say aluminium is when we're talking about the element.
which is what aluminium is. You know what? This is a conversation we've had so often, it's not even. You guys are wrong. I'm right. Just deal with it.
Dude, do I need to go steal some tea? Like,
Hey, Matt, I've got some tea. Do you want to drop the tea bag in the sink just to piss him off?
yeah, that might be better for cabbage, but it might work on Jensen. We'll see.
No, I made some tea, but I heated the water in the sink or in the microwave, and he's like, "You blasphemer!"
The exact
You know
word
what?
is heretic.
I was fucking tired.
You know what? I'm gonna take Earl Grey, and I'm gonna mix it with Lipton iced tea, and then I'm
Oh.
gonna overboil it.
Oh my god!
Then
Now you're
I'm
hurting
gonna
me.
throw it, and then I'm gonna just pour it out.
No, that hurts me. No.
Tea is on the same par with coffee. They're both evil and gross. And my wife likes them both. And
I love tea
can't
and
do
I love
anything.
coffee.
What about yerba mate?
You want to repeat that again?
Yerba mate. Here, I'll type it in the here.
It's all right. My wife likes her good coffee, and I like my beer. So we make a deal. She gets her coffee, I get my beer, and we're all happy.
Wait.
Shirati, I sent you part 2 to the Color of Magic in Discord.
I might just listen to the Book of the Law again tonight. So, no, I'm serious. What do you think about Crowley, really, Vash? What are your thoughts on Crowley?
His there's a lot of different stuff that he like. I don't know. He makes you think, to say the least, because no one can actually understand what the hell he was wanting to really say.
Well, I would disagree with you a little bit. I understand most of what he's saying. I've looked into what they were talking about with the Knights of the Golden Dawn. I've looked into the Kabbalah. I've looked into these texts that he's actually quoting from at certain points. So I kind of know what he's saying.
I mean, I do enjoy and for the most part follow the Liber Oz as a lifestyle, more or less. You're allowed to do whatever you want, provided that you do not come within somebody else's will to do whatever they want.
Well, yeah, do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. The whole of the law is, and it all basically boils down to love, right? Love of your sin, love of your sexuality,
Well, they
love
view
of this, love of that. I
they
mean,
view the like 666. Oh, that's a very scary. That's a very, very scary number, right? Well, actually, if you go into numerology, it's 111 times 6. 6 is around 7, is light around heaven. So you got 6 being light and 111 being love. Thus, both of them combined being 666 would only be the combination of love and light. whenever you're going with the theory of the tree of life.
No, but when you talk about numerology, you're boiling it down almost to a prime number. And 666 would be pretty much boiled down to a 6, which is a transition phase. So you can either transition to good, transition to evil, transition here or there, but still, a numerology of 6 is a transition.
You guys do know that the whole 666 is actually wrong, don't you?
Yeah.
The correct number is actually 616.
From what I heard, 666 came from the numerology within Nero's name, and that's where they came up with it within Revelation. So it was a code, pretty much, for Augustus Nero Caesar or what have you. I don't know if his name was Augustus right now, dude. I've been drinking. And it's 4 a.m. But
I mean, yeah. If I'm correct, it was the Nero part.
well, no, 666 was for each of his names, first, middle, and last. That was the code. They were 6 Latin syllables or Latin. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sure that makes
No,
sense.
and I know whatever isn't a good term, but like I said, guys, 4 a.m. Give me a break here.
But
You know as well as I do that's never going to happen.
no one's ever gonna give you a break, man.
Oh, MC's not here. I'm good to go. I can handle you guys.
I'll tell you what, Mad, I'll make you feel better. I'll do my version of MC. You're wrong, Mad. You're just wrong. You're always wrong. There you go. That should make you feel a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, it's
You're
funny.
wrong.
I'm wrong even. No, I'm wrong even when I prove I'm right. But you know, I'm still wrong.
You didn't
Whatever.
scream at him, though.
I know. I was going for the calm MC moment. You know, the half a second before he takes that extra breath in and goes full MC mode.
Okay, how about this? You're fucking wrong! You fucking cunt!
Okay, now we know that MC's changed his icon and become you. Oh my God. That's scary.
God damn, why don't you understand this?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God, you actually are MC.
No, I haven't been attacked yet. No drone strikes. I'm good. All right.
Loud, angry noises.
It wasn't that bad, but you're so accurate, it's frightening. It really is.
And I don't even like. I'm just. I don't know. I've only interacted with him like what, twice.
Yeah, fair play. Though it has to be said, the guy does know what he's talking about most of the damn time.
Yeah.
I still want
Well,
to
you're
see
right.
where Mad and MC go down and duel. I think that's just going to be funny as hell.
Oh yeah, when MC is all fucking super confident and I shoot him right between the eyes. Yeah, that'll be a great duel. I agree. It'll be awesome.
You know you won't be able to shoot him. You'll just shout the bullet out there.
Don't fuck with us. We have honor. God damn it! I'm not gonna let him tread on me. Not happening. No.
You keep
Don't
thinking
say it,
that.
bro.
I still think he's more prepared than you think he is.
He will Fusro die you directly in the face.
I think he is over prepared. I think he's overconfident and won't worry about me. And that's where I'm gonna win.
Oh, I don't think that he's overconfident about you. I think you're both pretty overconfident about each other, and that's what's gonna fuck with you both.
Hmm.
I personally reckon they're going to get too damn drunk and end up shooting the wrong person.
Yeah.
No, somebody's gonna be like in the background going like, "Yeah, fuck them up," and they just both look at him and then look at each other, and both of them shoot that guy at the same time, walk off, and have a drink.
No, they're gonna end up looking for each other's icons, is what I think's gonna happen, and then they're gonna end up going, "Oh shit! Look, I see it! Bang! Fuck! Wrong guy."
Oh, yeah. When I make a shirt, I'm gonna make sure to give that to 40. He'll be my second. Well, I figured that'll work. He'll distract MC, right? I mean,
Just long enough. It's not really needing to be whether or not it distracts them. It just distracts them long enough for you to make
Yeah,
your.
and MC will have his little bottle cap MC for somebody else, and it'll distract you long enough.
Let's be honest, if you want to distract MC, you just drag Bernie Sanders down there, put him there. We know full well MC is
no shit. You got it. Bernie Sanders has to be my second. That
There you
will
go.
work
Your
perfect.
life.
No, he won't aim at me. He'll shoot Bernie.
Or
It'll
try
work
to.
great.
You know that Bernie can run. Have you seen that video of him being late to his plane?
No.
Dude was fucking hauling ass for an old man.
Cool.
Nice.
Dead serious,
You'll have
man.
to-
There's
Did
a
he
video.
zigzag?
No, he fucking ran. Like, he was on a full out fucking sprint. Hair was flapping and everything. Like, he ran. Got to the flight,
but
he
if-
fell asleep. Somebody took a picture of him being asleep and made a meme out of that. But
Yeah, but if you don't zigzag, you're just like fucking this stupid kid from Game of Thrones. You're fucked. Like,
No,
Don't you
Matt, all
mean
you need to do
Prometheus?
is hide behind a thin piece of wood, remember? Because that's how they do it in movies.
don't you mean the movie Prometheus and how they just run into a line even though it's like a tree falling?
Yeah.
You gotta love the genius of humanity sometimes, don't you?
well, no, and Jacob, dude, T3 sucked. Did you not see the opening with that hot ass blonde naked?
Oh my
T3
god.
didn't suck. Sorry,
Oh,
T3 started out great.
what, for about 4 seconds, then it became a shit film.
So what?
Did the chick just
Those were
walk
some
off?
good
Like,
4 seconds.
4 seconds of a chick going, "Hey, I'm here," and then all of a sudden everything else just goes to shit.
Yeah, but every other Terminator movie had a naked Arnold. This one had a naked, hot, blonde chick. You got to give them credit. All right. Credit
we
where
wanted
credit
more.
is
We
due.
wanted more Arnold dong.
You wanted more Arnold
We
fucking
wanted-
penis?
We
I
wanted the
didn't want that.
Terminator. Listen here. Look
No.
at me. You're going to bend over, and then you're going to take it hard. Right now.
We didn't need more Arnold fucking slong. All right. We didn't need that.
Have you seen Conan the Barbarian? No.
Yes, I have.
He's like, yes, yes, I have.
Blonde chicks for the win. That's all I'm
Yes.
saying.
Redhead.
Yes.
She is fucking testifying over here.
Yes. Yes, I am. I will take the men and the women all for myself.
Can I still have
Arnold Conan.
Well, that seems a little greedy.
Yes.
And Jacob points out that was Jensen who said T3 sucked. Jensen, defend yourself. You hate naked blonde women? What's wrong with you?
No, like I said, for the first few moments of that film, it was worth the effort. At that point, the film became absolute crap.
You know what I'm picturing every time you say that?
Go on.
What I'm picturing is a naked chick walking across the screen for like literally 5 seconds. And then the moment that stops, it does a hard cut to just literal bullshit and like flies buzzing above it.
Pretty much
you
it.
Three perfectly right there. Really are.
No, I like T3. I like T3. John Connor, right? He's all depressed and shit. He's taking fucking tranquilizers. That's an interesting spin on that character, especially how he started out in T1 and 2. Well, 1, he wasn't alive yet. Sorry. T2.
I don't really like
Excuse me, I corrected.
I don't really like how they made the character like they kind of went against their whole deal. Like it turned out that John Connor was trying to kill John Connor all along, and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
that's fucking retarded.
Have any of you guys actually seen the Sarah Connor Chronicles, the TV series based?
Yeah.
I watched it.
Series. I really enjoyed that. It's just such a shame that they ended it.
After what?
That
2
TV
seasons,
series was
right?
shit.
Say that again, Shirati?
The TV
she said it was
shit.
Okay, you have no taste. I'll accept that.
Oh no, the chick who played the Terminator was hot as fuck. I'll give you that, but the TV series itself was shit.
I completely disagree. I think it was a brilliant series. I actually really enjoyed the story behind it. Especially, I mean, I don't like it when they start doing too much in the way of the time travel stuff, but even then, the series was still working for me. It was enjoyable.
She was better as River Song in Serenity.
Yeah. Hell, the whole Firefly stuff was awesome as well.
He looks better in red.
I mean, let's be honest, I'm rather well known.
Not River Song. What the hell is her name? River. What is her name? I know it's River something or other.
I can't remember, sorry.
River Song is Doctor Who.
Yep.
I know it's River something or other.
And actually, that's a character from Doctor Who that they should really give her own series. I think
they shouldn't.
Oh, come on, it'd be funny as hell.
I wanted them to go into the Immortal Woman.
Really?
The one that lived forever? Yeah, I wanted to see like what happened with her.
No, when he made the Immortal Woman, he fucked what's his face? He fucked up the series. Yeah. When he made Clara, he fucked up the series even more.
I will admit that the Clara storyline just got a bit too weird, but I did like the character herself. I like the fact that she just did not take his shit. That was the bit I liked.
Yeah.
Rose, Clara, the immortal girl. They all can fly a TARDIS. It's just not okay. Only Time Lords are supposed to be able to fly a TARDIS. The only reason that Donna Noble could fly the TARDIS was because she inadvertently ended up with Time Lord information in her brain, and it almost killed her because of it.
Let's be honest, even Doctor Who doesn't fly the TARDIS. The TARDIS goes where it wants and just drops him off where it wants him to be. I mean, he's not in control, no matter what he says he is.
Well, no,
Yeah.
he's always said that he was just an idiot in a box
Yeah.
with a screwdriver. That's what I love
Yeah.
about Doctor Who. Is he's just, I mean, yeah, he is a Time Lord and all that stuff, but he's just an
Wait.
idiot in a box with a sonic screwdriver, and he's trying to fix the universe.
Are you talking just modern Doctor Who, or have you seen classic Doctor Who as well?
Yes,
Like
I've seen
old
both.
black
Yes,
and white ones?
K9 is best doggo.
Yes,
Yes.
K9 was awesome.
Oh yeah, I did like the nod back to K9 too.
I loved the K9 series.
God, that's going back.
Yes, it is. I mean, it was not. It was not.
Oh, what about
Really,
the
really
first
good.
Doctor where they went to like an Egyptian area or an Egyptian
you-
looking? The old man with like white hair.
William Hartnell.
Yeah. Not it was before the Fez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking back in when it first came out back in the early 60s. So,
Yeah.
I mean, as much as people take the piss out of the special effects in Doctor Who, in their time, they were amazing.
William Hartnell
And
and
also
Tom
think about
Baker.
what their budget was. It was
What?
next to nothing really at
Yeah.
first.
Did Mad fall asleep?
Probably.
No,
Oh, no.
I'm still awake. I'm still awake. You're talking about some British bullshit, right?
That could be assumed on every stream.
It's not anything even close to being as cool as the Twilight Zone. Am I
Okay,
right?
I will give you that. I love the Twilight Zone too.
What
I used to
about
watch that when I
Tales
was growing
from the
up.
Dark Side?
Tales from
The
the Crypt.
Crypt Keeper.
Thank
No,
you,
not
Tales from the Crypt.
but
Yeah,
Tales of
no,
the Crypt is fucking awesome.
that's what I thought when he said Tales from like the Crypt. No, fuck. Like, God damn it.
I would say try English, but I've never really thought you Americans actually worked out how to speak English anyway. So, I understand. No,
We control the
You
vertical.
are a
We control the
pompous
horizontal
ass
too.
of course, I'm English. And we're not pompous, we are superior.
Oh, you
Yeah,
keep
right.
thinking that, you little
Yeah.
dog.
Have you blunted all your butter knives yet?
Dear Spork, screw you.
What? God damn it, Quinn.
In all fairness, we're going to start talking the really, really old sci-fi shows. Space 1999. Go.
Oh, nice.
Oh
That
man,
one was okay.
I don't even remember if I'd seen that one. But then again,
If
my
you
brain
haven't
fried,
watched
so
it,
I know I haven't. I go to Twilight Zone, the old creep show. Like what was that? 89.
How
That
about
was a
Dune?
good fucking.
Oh, June. Awesome.
Yep.
If you ever want to talk June, I am definitely up for that.
Yeah, he controls the spice.
Oh, screw Paul Atreides. If you want to talk June, you want to go back to the Butlerian Jihad. Have you read those books?
I've read Dune, Children of Dune, and yeah, we have the all of them.
Well,
Do I
Didn't
have it in
Homeboy-
hardback? Or
Did,
oh no, I
didn't
have it in paperback.
Didn't
Yeah, we got the
Homeboy
box
die? Didn't the guy die while writing another book? Like
Yep.
that series wasn't over, right?
oh God, no. there's about 5-6 more books you can read beyond the stuff that Frank Herbert done. And as much as people take the piss out of the work that his son has done, I actually quite like it. It's not as good as Frank. I will say that straight up. It is nowhere near the quality that Frank Herbert did. But his son has done a good job at finishing the stories.
Yeah, and I mean, he actually at least closed some of the plot holes.
Oh, yeah.
Like the royal bloodlines, you can't really see this whenever you watch the movies. But if you are going to watch the movies, if you want fucking Picard in his youth,
oh yes,
watch the black and white one. If you they both have both the remake of it and the well, there's 3 remakes of it actually.
You mean Picard has actually aged?
No, actually. Ironically, if you watch it, it doesn't look like he's aged a goddamn bit. Dude looks like a fucking vampire. He's in black and white.
I want to go to the chat real quick, Jacob. Honestly, can't stand any sci-fi prior to Star Wars and Halo. Never could get into Star Trek. Don't know how everything happened on the same place can be entering or entertaining, I'm guessing. But the thing is, dude, Star Trek is far superior to Star Wars. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is, Jacob. I'm sorry. It just really is. There's nothing you can do about it. Star Wars is sci-fi fantasy. That's all the midichlorians and the Force is fucking magic.
Actually, midichlorians aren't really a thing anymore because they reset all of that in the Clone Wars.
I'm sorry, I had to. No, I can't do it. No.
Oh, damn, Vash got muted.
No fucking way.
Oh my god. That is the first time I have ever seen Mad mute somebody.
And the thing is I was just doing a voice to take the piss out of him.
No. Fuck that. Star Wars can suck a dick. Fuck Boba Fett.
Fucked it up. Disney fucks everything up.
I was like, I'm gonna see how long it takes before someone fucking mutes me.
God, I would do it on my phone, but I've got a cigarette in one hand and my phone in the other. It just takes too long.
Well, no, there you go. You start fucking with my Star Trek. That's it.
Oh,
no, Jacob,
fucking tears. That's funny.
You know, I will say this about Star Wars. There might be some good karma coming their way. Maybe Disney fired that stupid cunt that is running the whole shit show, and maybe, they'll go back to their roots and make real Star Wars. But the thing is, very doubtful. I agree. But Star Wars is not sci-fi. It never was. It is science. It's science fantasy. It is fantasy. The midichlorians are fake. It's all magic. It's like the dragons in Game of Thrones.
Wait. Okay, just to be fair, I'm not pulling anything with the Game of Thrones, but just to be fair, I mean, they should have named the starship the USS Make Shit Up, okay? Because there was a lot of shit where they just pulled it out of their ass completely. The writers were like, we don't know how to get these guys out of this situation. Well, what if
Like, look
what if
what
I
they did with
pinch their
Princess Leia.
shoulder? If I pinch their shoulder, then that would work. Like, I mean, you do know the Vulcan neck pinch was actually created
You did
because
not just fuck with the Vulcan neck pinch. Do you want another mute?
well, hear me out. Hear me out. Now, this is coming from a guy that actually does like Star Wars.
Live
And
long and
Star Trek.
prosper, bitch.
And Star Trek. So I do like both of them on a story base, like the
I need a
lore and the
cigarette for
universe
this
type of thing.
bullshit. All right, I'm listening.
Now, the what I'm saying though, I'm not saying that it didn't become fucking awesome, but I am saying realistically, facts are facts. They did pull that out of their ass.
Yeah, there's also nerves in your neck that will.
No, I'm meaning Leonard Nimoy, because his character, they needed to find a way for Spock to somehow get out, and they never had Spock really fight. Because
You know, this is gonna be a bitch ass move, but I gotta go for it. You know what else they pulled out of their ass? I don't know. Flip phones, fucking communication devices. Hell, they're working on a fucking transporter right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know what the replicator is? You know that that thing they pulled out of their ass.
And I believe
Yeah,
that there was
yeah.
I believe that there was a book that was written even before Star Trek that did that shit. So
oh, really? Oh, we're throwing the gloves off now, aren't we?
we're going with H.G. fucking Wells. Yeah,
This is
so-
now bare knuckle fucking Star Trek and Star Wars boxing.
Yeah. That
Doing
was
the new thing. Battlestar Galactica for the win. Screw the lot of you.
really,
DS9
really? No,
was much better.
no. Let's not go with Battlestar Galactica. Get the fuck out of here with that nonsense.
Oh,
Um,
Battlestar is awesome.
Oh yeah. I'm this alien race, and it turns out I was this alien race. It turns out that I was this alien race all along. Oh, I was a half breed, so I was trying to be a good guy, but now I'm a bad guy. Really? It looked like they were like, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna write a bunch of the characters' names down, and they'll be that alien race. We're gonna throw a dart at the board, and that'll be the enemy for the season. Doesn't matter if they're good guys or bad guys. We're gonna just fucking throw a dart at the board. Whoever it is, it turns out that they're a dick. Now, yeah, my lady Wolfheart brought up. What about Stargate?
Oh, boy.
I fucking love Stargate, actually.
Now, are we
I
going
really like
Stargate
that show.
SG-1? Because I
Yeah.
gotta hand it to you. I love fucking SG-1.
I love SG1. I liked SGU actually. What did you think about that?
I SGU. It was all right, but like I honestly I just grew to love, SG1's cast.
Well, no. What I feel about SGU is if that would have came out last year, right?
Uh-huh.
They would have did the 2 seasons, and then it might have been taken off the air. But what happened with the Expanse? The Expanse is the shit, by the way. I've listened to all the audiobooks and I've watched the TV show.
Mhm.
It is the shit. Okay. That is some good sci-fi. And what happened? Sci-fi canceled it and Amazon picked it up. So if SGU would have came out last year, I believe Amazon or Netflix would be picking it up right now. I think it was a good show. I think Sci-Fi canceled it too soon, and they didn't know what they were doing. And look at them right now. They got rid of the Expanse, and Amazon picked it up for $10 million. $10 million. That thing's gonna make 20 or 30. I mean,
if they
come
do
on.
it right. If they do it right. Now remember, they can have lightning in a bottle and still fucking shock themselves, okay? So if they do it right, they'll be able to they'll be able to make bank. But they can fucking still bomb. I'm meaning that as a realist, not as, I hope that happens.
Well, no, I hear you, but they have. See, the thing where HBO got Game of Thrones wrong is there wasn't enough books, and they sped through book 3 through 5.
Yeah, they did. And I honestly, I'm not gonna forgive them about Holdo.
Shut up, Quinn. I don't want that flashback right now.
I'm sorry. It. Whenever that happened, I was just pissed.
I was pissed too. Yeah.
Like, come on, that was the lovable oaf. Why are you gonna kill him?
Well, they burned Shireen. Like, they burned the little girl at the stake. I mean, they'll do anything.
But that was rather accurate to the medieval times.
Yep.
That poor little girl. God damn. That's fine. Burn her.
We're dealing with a time that they literally roasted babies because the Catholic Church said, "Oh, all your sins will be forgiven." So yeah.
Well, maybe they were. I mean, who are you to doubt that?
It was rather barbaric. I'm sorry, but that's one of the reasons why I will never. I'm not really that comfortable with a person that all they need to do to relieve their conscience is talking to their imaginary friend. I don't. It's weird, and they say that I don't have morals.
Fair enough. No, but the thing is, though, The Expanse has 5 books out. The 6th book will be out in a month. They're on season 3. So what we're talking about here is a flushed out storyline that they can adapt to TV verbatim if they want to. And you're looking at an Amazon fucking company who could put 10 million into a show. Not per episode like Game of Thrones and HBO. Not saying they're going to go all fucking crazy, because they already did that with, the Hobbit series that's coming out. The Lord of the Rings series. They already paid 50 million for that right, So they already went crazy.
That's going to be fucking awesome. I think that's going to be. I'm excited. They're going to be following Bilbo, right? In the Hobbit series.
Yeah, they're going to do the Hobbit and I think they're doing all the books. And I think they're going to go pretty much verbatim. So it's going to be more in depth than the actual movie series was. But I do watch The Man in the High Castle. I love that show. They did great with that show. And I believe they'll be great with The Expanse. That being said, the fucking Lord of the Rings series, how much money did they pay for that? 60 million? I think they're going to do something good with that, boys and girls.
Let's hope they just don't balls it up. That's going to be the only problem. Especially if they SJW it. I mean,
it's going to be a little bit. One of the things that I'm a little bit weirded out about is what are they going to do with Squirrel Girl? Because arguably, I could actually make an argument that Squirrel Girl could beat almost any Marvel character.
She's beat Deadpool.
Yeah, she could realistically beat any Marvel character.
My silence should indicate how much I know about Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, what the fuck is Squirrel Girl? And
Squirrel Girl controls the squirrel. Well, she doesn't control them. She talks to them.
Okay, I'm not impressed.
That seems like a shitty superpower. Hey, I could fucking disappear and go rob a bank. You know, I could go right through the wall. What can you do? Well, I talk to squirrels.
And she actually has any power that a squirrel has. Super speed, hearing, and all that stuff, too.
And viciously chew on nuts. Again, we're back to that.
I've
And
always
magic.
wondered, what about her attention span? Does that also like go down? Because then I'd be like, never mind, my argument just went to shit.
Well, I'm just wondering, can you just give her rabies and
Actually,
handle
on
it?
second thought, how the fuck if she had that attention span? How that would be the most useless superhero ever. She'd just be running out in the middle of somewhere. Then like it's like, okay, the world's in destruction. What do we do? Well, let's call on Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl, help! Okay, I'm gonna come. Oh, look, an acorn.
Yeah, that looks.
There's only one squirrel worth the effort, and that is Foamy the squirrel, because he is awesome.
Well, no, and I'm gonna wrap it up here soon. I'm out of beer now, and it's 4:15 a.m. But Jacob, and I am reading this verbatim this time, so it is Jacob and not Jensen. Oh, fucking Christ! Squirrel Girl looks like she could be a hooker or a cosplayer. No difference there. Cosplayer, fucking potato.
Actually, there was an incident that I had talked about on a previous stream of someone named Momokun, and she was like, "Oh, I'm so sick and tired of people groping me on whenever I'm cosplaying and everything. Don't you know? Just because I'm wearing this does not mean consent." And then it actually shows a video of her just walk up to some random fucking con, deal, and just grope someone's ass, and then just stare at them as they like slowly like was like, this chick's creepy, and kind of backed away. Like, it's like, well, you're not making your argument very, very valid there, lady.
Agreed.
Yeah, there's a lot of people like that nowadays. They're like, oh my god, just because I'm wearing this does not mean consent, and yet they'll do everything for attention just so that they can make their SJW argument.
Yeah. Like,
it's like Mattress Girl, right? She had consented to have sex with those frat boys, and then she proceeded to claim rape and carry a mattress around until it turned out she was lying. They got off scot-free because they weren't guilty, and she looked like the cunt, right? I mean, it's the same concept.
what about that lady that held a machete to her boyfriend and got everything but rape charges?
Oh god, we talked about that on the Red Eye. That was so much bullshit. I mean, if a man did that, he would have attempted murder and rape. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh.
And possibly like attempted manslaughter as well, just to throw another fucking charge on him.
Please tell me why this stupid cunt is relevant. No, I'm serious, because she died off years ago.
I think the silence does it all. That shows how relevant she isn't.
Yeah.
Well, no, and real quick round from the panel before we go. All right. Nessie, real, yay or nay? Quinn.
Yes.
All right. Any reason why you Nessie is real?
Well, one, it's going to piss off so many people that are sitting there saying it's not. It'd be just funny as hell if she actually did exist. Two, like I've said to you before, just because they're not finding bones or whatever excuses they're giving does not mean it's not real. It just means we haven't found it yet. That is all that means.
Fair enough. I totally agree. Vash. All right. Ghosts. Real? Yay or nay?
The supernatural ghosts. I would say there is something. There is something to it. I'm not necessarily sure. But so yeah, I guess ghosts could exist.
All right, Sharadi. You knew I was gonna ask you this one. Bigfoot. Why is he fake?
Well, I already took a picture of it and sent it to you, so you know he's real.
Yeah, fair enough.
I knew that was coming.
Hey, you're not supposed to send pictures that I DM you. Jeez.
Nice.
Well, if you're Bigfoot, stop running around in my backyard. It's getting weird.
No. You see, Bigfoot. I think that Bigfoot is blurry. It's not the photographer's fault, which makes it extra scary because there's a large, out of focus monster roaming the countryside.
Hey, my picture was clear as a bell. I sent it to Matt as soon as I took the picture. I was like, look, I found Bigfoot. There he is.
Yeah, it was a statue, but that's okay. It could be a representation of the real Bigfoot, which makes it
maybe he
evidence.
turns to stone as soon as you get a good picture of him.
Or maybe you're Medusa and you turn him to stone.
He's the original
I've been
version.
called worse.
Fair enough.
Could you imagine anyone trying to have an attraction to Medusa? Like any time that they would try and kiss him, they'd have to fight over 1,000 snakes.
Not only that, I mean, how would you even try and...
Yeah, how would you do that
Close.
relationship? How would that relationship work?
Be
Well,
blind.
I love her,
Sounds
but
like
I
a
can't. I love her, but I can't have her look in my general direction.
As long as you don't look her in the eyes, you're good.
But technically, you just put a set of shades on her face. You never have to look in her eyes, and everything's great. And apart from that, snakes might make things a lot more exciting in the bedroom department, depending on your idea of kinky.
Well, no, and
Kinda.
the glasses thing worked for Cyclops. It could work for Medusa. Thing is, though, what is that any different from any other woman? She gives you the evil look and you turn to stone, right? I mean, come on.
Hoorah.
Hey, I don't turn men to stone. Ask my husband.
You have kids. You
Something,
turn them to stone once or twice. Like,
well, I guess if you want to put it that way.
God damn it. Okay, last question. We did the Black Eyed Children on Wednesday. Black Eyed Children, Jensen. Are they fucking real? Do we have to worry about these little devil bastards?
These little devil bastards.
I don't know about whether or not they're real, but I absolutely loved MC's idea of how to deal with them. Go to all of the elementary schools, block off the doors, and set fire to them. Love it.
That's a horrible idea.
And that was from MC, for God's sake.
Well, why not? Why stop there? Why don't we just do the fucking orphanages too while we're at it? Just to be sure.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Well, yeah, you can't ever be too sure, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, those Black-Eyed Children could be anywhere, people.
They're shifty bastards.
And don't forget that there's black-eyed adults, so I say we wipe out all of the adults as well. Make really sure we're getting all of them.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's get the black-eyed peas too while we're at it.
Yeah, I never
Yeah, fuck that. God damn it.
Just
Alex
randomly
says burn them from the feet up.
fucking sack the fucking black-eyed peas along too.
No sleep till Brooklyn.
You hear me? But you hear me, Mad?
What?
Bullocks in the chat says burn them from the feet up.
That could work. Really, yeah, bollocks. I think you're onto something there. Oh, bollocks! You don't have a fucking wrench? How did that get by me?
Yeah, good
Can't
point.
have that shit. Yeah,
Well, I
bollocks.
think
There,
it's all
that
bollocks
is fixed.
that he doesn't have a wrench.
Well, no, that is fixed.
Well,
It does suck though. It's getting to 5 a.m. and I have to go to bed, and we jump up to around 7 or 8 people watching. Lame, but I gotta go to bed. I got a paper to write tomorrow. One
weren't you
last
supposed to write that
question.
yesterday?
No, I did a test today instead. I'm gonna do the paper tomorrow. It's a 3 fucking page paper. I didn't want to do it. I took the test. Like,
Procrastinator.
We
You're as bad as
yeah.
I am.
how many hours have we been on? Like, we gave them a
Oh,
decent
2.5.
amount of content, really.
yeah,
That's
no,
pretty good.
2.5. I'm wondering who put. Oh man, what was it? Fucking the Witch Elm. Who put fucking Quinn? This is an English thing.
Yeah.
Who was in the Witch Elm?
Oh God.
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
Remember. No. Oh, that's gonna annoy me.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
Who
What-
put
what-
Oh
What the
man,
hell?
no, Jensen knows what I'm talking about.
Bella. Apparently, the name is Bella.
Oh, that is correct. Yeah.
Bella of the
So-
Witch Elm. There you go.
So, oh, I'm off my tits. No, I have had a few beers, and it is 5 a.m. almost. I'm pretty tired. But yeah, who put Bella in the Witch Elm?
Either I'm
And
going
that is-
insane or somebody's whispering.
What?
You're hearing voices from another planet. Don't worry, it's fairly normal.
Oh,
No,
it's just
it's
another
not.
dimension. It could be Al Gore. He created the internet.
Might be.
It might be spirits from the other word.
Actually, we think we've worked out what the voice is, and to scare you all, it's even worse than Lucifer himself. It's my sister, B.
Holy shit.
Run for your life.
And how is that going to stop the whispering from coming out of my headphones?
Well, that's your problem. She says the devil doesn't shout, she whispers.
That sounds about right. Hey, Magic Bollocks, how about you hit that like button? I would appreciate that. I think we're gonna take off here. I know, there's 8 of you guys watching, but it's 5 a.m. I gotta go to bed. Besides, Bollocks says I sound drunk as fuck. I might as well
You
go
do.
to bed. Good night, good luck, and go fuck yourself, Bollocks. Hit that like button.